Alright, welcome back to Our Darker Purpose. So, last run I thought we were on par to win, but we probably had the most disappointing... It was the most disappointing thing that's ever happened in this game. And the sound I emitted from my body was that of a prepubescent girl. It was just bad. For some reason, Specialist Fenwick became like uber OP. He had like a gazillion puppets shooting death bouncy balls at us. And like we had enough resources and like I could have healed up more or used like my chalk stockpile, but it just all of a sudden like it just all hit me and I died. So we're gonna try to rectify our mistakes. My mistake. And hopefully we're gonna get a winning run. We have the game unlocked, and I am determined to win. We don't even need to get that. So I think if we run into Specialist Fenwick again, we need to just be patient, and we need to make sure we're always just killing all of his puppets every time. So keep the puppets dead, then you can focus on him, and it might take longer than I want it to take, but I won't die being too hasty. Ultimately, I think I just thought that we were stronger than we actually were. And that's kind of what bit me in the butt. Greatest fear? That's a tough one. Take your time. It's not termites or fire or axes or anything like that. Okay. My greatest fear is probably getting pulled apart by giant plants. That seems unlikely. I don't know, this is a weird place. Indeed it is, good sir. Indeed it is. You and your babies can't hurt me. Alright, so... I mean, generally I want juice boxes a lot more than chalk, but I think I want damage more than life. Oh, we have 11 tokens? How did that happen? Alright, unsettling concoction. Faux show. And boss time. So his achievement... Okay, never mind. His achievement is to beat him without taking damage. Which isn't a difficult task at all, but, you know... It's fine. Alright, let's take one juice box just so we're topped off. Okay, sense it definitely power struggle because we want free items from the champions. Vending machines are going to cost more, but ow. But that's okay. We can always save our money for a floor down. You know, as much as I hated the teleportation that replaced the roll, that is technically the furthest we got in the game when we use that. Of course, that may have been, you know, more combination of our items, but you know, maybe it's better than I thought it was. Ow. Alright, I would like to explore the floor. Alright, so I know this is more expensive, but you don't always get that in the vending machine, and I think making our juice boxes heal as much damage as humanly possible is going to help us out. Like, you want to be popping one juice box and all of a sudden you're just back at full HP. That's ideally what you want. And I think that's just like a bonus range item. Hey. Bonjour. Oh no, a foreign exchange desk. I don't know what that is. I wish I spoke French. Je m'appelle Nicolas. I didn't understand anything about that conversation. Maybe he said my name is Nicholas. That's my guess from context. Alright, this is a nice item to get this early on. The earlier you get that, the more extra experience you're going to get out of it. Alright. Hey, it's our old friend. Let's just go for him. I think that's the way to do it at this point. He doesn't seem to have a whole lot of HP, so... Alrighty. Okay. No choice but to do the haunted floor. Alright. I do like this item, it's useful, but since we're early game, the extra champion spawn per floor, or the chance of an extra champion, that just means free items. Alright, let's follow our ghost. Or at least attempt to follow our ghost. So what the poltergeist does, any furniture that's in the room, it just starts exploding and like doing like shooting spikes. So it's just not good. Okay, that's passive health regen. Alright, so he's gonna go this way now, yep. So you want to... Wow, I'm taking a lot of damage. You want to keep following the ghost. That's 2 chalk drops in the room. You want to keep following him right up until he walks into a wall. And then you get like this special room, I'm not sure what it's called. See which direction he decides to go. This direction. that was quick. 50 life or... Here's the thing. I like the bonus movement speed, but I don't like that it kind of switches around. So it's like I got 20, then I get hit, it goes down to 10, and then it goes back up to 20. That might just mess me up, so I'm going to go with the life. I know in the past I've always taken the movement speed over that, but I'd rather have like a flat movement speed than a wonky one. Ah, yikes. Okay. So we can get juice boxes. This is lore. This is the finest submarine ever designed, the sailor said. The bandits' henchmen will never find us here. We'll deliver this antique typewriter safely, sir, you can rest assured. Shuddering Jim sighed and looked out the porthole. His knees ached. Shuddering Jim's knees always ache, based on what I've read of him. He kept having the same dream where the elevator doors opened and the bandit was waiting for him. At 150 fathoms underwater, he wanted to agree with the sailor. Instead, he said, "It's beautiful down here." Jim and the sailor stared out at the coral. Neither of them could see the serpentine creature behind them, the one with the oddly mechanical movements which had followed them from port. Okay, so we have an achievement, heal only a single damage with a juice box. So, if we're ever just 1 HP short, we'll have to remember to do that. Got some tokens. Another juice box. Tokens. Nice. Those rooms are well worth it. Alright. Kind of mediocre item. The enemies get a little bit of slow on hit. It's fine. Nothing is as fine as my beloved sock puppet, though. What if the furniture keeps exploding after all the enemies are dead? Doesn't seem like it. Chalk. We've gotten a lot of chalk out of that perk we took. We're not going into the chalk items. No. This would be nice to have, but I'm not sure if we're going to get the coins for it. And it's boss time. We fought this guy twice. He's not too bad, honestly. He reminds me of what's his name, like Candelabra from Pokemon. Just spookier. But I mean, if you have a chandelier, a living chandelier of fire, of course it's going to remind you of that. Alright. Up we go. Chapter 1 boss. Ahoy. Yes, sir? Has that thing come back? Oh, it's him worried about the monster under his bed again, I think. That was dumb damage. That was just dumb. I always thought that... What is that? I always thought that cloud just confused you, but I guess I'm wrong. Okay. So just 12 tokens. No Grudge Girl? There she is. Oh. I guess we gotta wait for the balls to make him accessible. That was smart thinking, dude. That's a good barricade. I still can't get to you. You are the smartest eraser man in the orphanage. Any more coins? No. And we just book it. I'm still on the fence about how good this item actually is. Oh. The spread kind of hurts us sometimes. See what I mean? Ah. I'm just doing bad, man. Like, I should not be getting hit by tall girl chairs. But here we are. That's about, what, 4 chairs I got hit by? Alright. 20 damage it is. Heedless Headlamp disappointed me last time. Nimble Medallion is the broken item that we paired with the Edgewood Hall Pass. We don't have any of that stuff right now. But I'm gonna buy it just in case. Might be the wrong decision, but if we ever do get some dodge going, we're gonna get coin generation, and that's what we want. Essentially, I'm taking it because that's kind of what we had, and it's responsible for us becoming as overpowered as we were the first time we beat Chapter 3. Part of me thinks it might actually be best to get the upper left shack killed first, so it doesn't spawn enemies. I gotta say, these are some creative students. Making like a slide chute that they throw a bowl down for artillery. Sounds like a fun gym class. So, I'm not a fan of this projectile destroying item just because I never use it at the right time and it's too much brain power to have to constantly think like when I'm supposed to be using it. There's never been a time where I'm like, man, that was clutch. It's just kind of there. Like, I'll take any item over it, honestly. I also don't know how an apple destroys projectiles. The jury's out on that one. Get it? The jury's out because she has, like, judge gavels. Even though they're croquet sticks. Alright. Off we go. Part of me feels like it says this is a good environment for learning. Doesn't that mean more XP? That's gotta mean more XP, right? And more XP means more level up. More level up means more item. Or more stat bonus, and more stat bonus means better chance of winning. I can't tell. I don't know how much damage. I don't know how much experience. Sorry, these enemies normally give. So I don't know. Kind of up in the air. I hate your fast twirly chair. I hate it, dude. It's bad, and you should feel bad about it. This is an item I do not enjoy. Just because of how situational it is. Okay. Can you imagine something as horrific as children enslaving other children in straitjackets and forcing them to fight? So, if we have 20 tokens in our possession, that's going to give us this. But I mean, we're going to spend all those tokens eventually on things to keep us alive. So let's just take straight 20 damage. I think that's the correct choice. Any coins? That is the boss. Okay, Disquieting Drought. Ooh. I really want Yorick Skull. I love getting more XP. But we did get the item that gives us coins when we successfully dodge, and this gives us dodge. And I like to cheer him up by purchasing him because he looks so sad. So we're going with that. If we can manage to get 15, we'll definitely come back, but I somehow doubt that's going to happen. And that, my friends, is why I did not purchase, or I did not go with the level up upgrade with the tokens. Because we just spent them. Oh, that's 3. Just need 4 more. Oh, it might actually happen. So that's our time slowing from the item we got. Any more coins for me? No. Alright, I think Yorick Skull is gonna happen. We should have purchased that first. It'd be kind to give the student advice. The one over there? Yep. It is recommended to avoid projectiles. Yep. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. But I appreciate your advice. Alright, buy Yorick Skull first. Then face the boss. That's gonna double our XP. Bam. Oh no. It's our least favorite Dapper Gentleman. So we gotta remember, when he starts doing, like, the horrible unfair thing, where he shoots not shoots, but, like, rotates 2 lines of cogs, we need to go to a spot in the room where they're not intersecting each other at the same time. Because I don't want to say it's impossible to dodge, but it's really darn hard to dodge when that starts happening. And the underlit is not helping. We have the option of using chalk on him too. Like that's a thing. Okay, we need to be at the bottom. And then it's possible oh my god, okay, it's just bad. It's so bad. The underlit didn't help matters. So that was a bad fight. Just a bad fight. I would love some discounts, but I think the pitch black is just gonna hurt us way too much. And the discount is, I think, 42%. Especially on that boss fight, that the fact that we couldn't really see the cogs coming. The clock is never an easy fight for me anyway, but that was especially bad. Like, I got to the point where I was just taking damage over and over again. I was at a loss at how I was supposed to stop it. Okay, good item. We have doubled our range. I do like when our attacks become more destructive, but I mean, you can't say no to a bonus level up. You just can't. I suppose you can, but I think you'd be foolish. We are definitely going with the vending machine discount. So the administrators have taken a liking to certain students, the gifted ones, and they tend to stay on the upper floors. Indeed, sir. Perhaps that's a good thing. Indeed, sir. I feel like, you know how when somebody's telling you a story, and you're not really listening, and you're just, like, being nice, they're telling you, like, their conspiracy theories or their drama. And you're just like, that's crazy, man. Or like, oh, man. You're just kind of saying words to, like, make them think you're listening and you're with them. I feel like saying indeed is just the fancy way of doing that. Like, the nightstands have had enough of the bed's crazy rambling, so they're just like, indeed, sir. I wonder if the discount on a pitch black floor would have stacked with the vending machine discount we just got. Survive. Gladly. Longest 15 seconds ever. The brick is alright. I think it just means when you roll, you shoot a brick at the end. You know what? I think Mephi's Wickedness, I think that's when you get the level up perk of, like, the interest. I think this increases it by an insane amount. So we know we're taking the sock parrot, even if we have to sell our soul for it. And that is all we're gonna take. We got clobbered pretty good by Sindar's Timekeeper, though. Fortunately, we're finding some juice boxes to alleviate ourselves of that. So as soon as you roll, it's not even after the roll, once the roll has been started, you get a brick. Somehow I got hit. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna take the drought. I just don't like the pet. It confuses me. The dream is to find the sock snake along with the sock parrot that we just picked up and have triple shot. That's the dream. Okay, this guy is fairly easy from what I remember. Just avoid the hands and keep hitting him. I will say he's fairly tanky. And that was just bad. Those are the ones where all of the hands go. Those are the trickiest to dodge, because you have to dodge right when one finishes. Like that. It's very easy when just one side of the room goes at once. Or you get like a split in the middle. The confusion isn't that bad if you know you just have to reverse your controls. And we've reached Regan. Doing okay on health. We're still recovering from the time clock. We're now facing the scariest champion in the game. So we got lucky with a dot. We got lucky with a dodge, which means we should have gotten some coins for that. We're not operating at it. What is this? Regan's lunchbox is what she trapped us in. Well held, non-basic attacks deal plus 50% damage. Okay. So that's the counterpart to the mallet, basically. So pretty much our chalk, if we have like the rolling flames, maybe the, I think the brick deals double damage. I would still prefer the mallet, but most definitely I will take the lunchbox over the apple, because the apple I just don't use. It's good on paper, but I'm not very good at using it. There's a girl over there. Can we surrender to her? Hey, we surrender! All the plants surrender. Please don't hurt us. Wish I would have taken the destruction perk. Unfortunately, you guys have some very mean plant brothers, like right here, that don't want to surrender. They just want to shoot me. I'm pretty sure the brick does deal double damage, because last time I was noticing that it dealt the same amount as our basic attacks. No, we're not taking the Telltale Heart. 15 life, and we might get more tokens, that's fine. Not great, but it's aight. Alright, that's Regan. We're gonna hold off until we've seen our vending machine and found all the items we can to get stronger. We haven't seen any of our favorite level up powers for a while though, like the juice boxes of darkness. I miss them dearly. Oh wow, we're getting some swag from these guys. I mean, it's not worth doing that and taking extra damage, but hey. Okay. Well, our chalk deals more damage now, so that's going to help us when we spam. If we spam, unless we die again on a boss without using our 8 chalk. Alright, wiener dog. Ooh. We have to. We have to. We gotta do it. Let's check our brick now. I can't tell because, like, it's... Yeah. The purse was definitely powering up the brick. I'm 100% sure about that. But basically having a hold item that can instantly give us 7 juice boxes, I just feel like that's way more useful for when we need it. This climate is great for growing. Yep. Damp air, reasonable soil. Yeah. And this is still the best I can do. Me too. We're underachieving plants. Okay, we're gonna buff up our boxes. Not a fan of the Taco Bell hot sauce packets. I am a fan of the Horned Beast steak. Every floor we're gonna get some HP back. And I'll leave it at that. I do feel bad about leaving the lunchbox behind. But you gotta do what you gotta do. In this case, I think it's the right call. If it was Goneril's Mallet where our basic attacks got buffed, that would be a different story. I would be significantly more loath to part with that. Shucks. Well, at least they both dropped something. That was nice of them. Alright, we're ready. The smart play would actually be to at least have her purse. You know, there's a little bit of backtracking, but it's okay. You know what? Let's hold it at least for Regan, then we might change our minds about this whole situation. Off we go. That was bad. taking a lot of damage. Reagan's still not as bad as the time clock, but she's rough. She's a fair rough, though. Like, I don't feel like any damage I take is unfair. I just feel like I need to be much better. With the clock, I always just feel like he's full of crap. That wasn't too bad. Oh. Oh, yes. We're gonna go with the juice boxes permanently increase health by 4. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna use our remaining 3. Well, we're gonna use our remaining 3, and then we are going to refill with our item back here, and then we're going to hold on to the purse. I really like the security of... Okay, stop that. I really like the security of having this later. But we didn't really waste that much. So I think Reagan's purse is the way to go. And even though we didn't get a damage stack, at least we can start stacking health with juice boxes now. So we got one of the upgrades that I like. Huh, a D. Too big, wealthy, well-stocked, and wealthy. The smart thing to do is to go with well-stocked, I think, since we're pretty good with... We're pretty good with coins. We have a permanent discount. So I think being able to visit 2 machines and potentially finding something amazing in one of them, like the sock snake, which I'm really hoping shows up, that would be what it's all about. It's not the hokey pokey. The hokey pokey is not what it's all about. It's the sock snake. Also, since we have the purse, I think any item that we might normally not take... So, for example, the rolling flames, the rolling cloud things, Vandergraaf's playset with, like, the electricity. That's going to be more worth taking now, since it's all going to be buffed by the purse. I don't know how to not get hit by this guy, honestly. This guy's like his own boss. I guess keep my distance. It's probably I think that's the biggest... Oh, I missed the dialogue. That's the biggest range buff we can get. If we're not counting the sextant. I wonder how the brick would work with vanishing. Any day now, dude, you can collapse. Let's hide behind here. Oh. Okay. I just got 2 bricks. I saw 2 bricks fire from me, and I don't know how that happened. Wait. Okay. So, if you wait until you're done rolling, then hold still. 2 bricks. Juice box buff. 12 kills in a row without rolling. Can I do it? I don't know, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna go ahead and count the kills. That's 1. That's 2. So it's incredibly hard not to roll. Like, it's such an integral part of the game that I have to like put my finger away from the roll button or I'm gonna hit it. Okay, that's 4. That's 5, 6, 7. 8. We're gonna get that. I think that's 10. $11. I think it was 12, not 18, right? I'm just gonna go the rest of the floor, minus the boss, without rolling. I'm starting to think that you can only get the bonus from that once. Because 20% resist is quite a bit. And if you could just get that over and over again, you would end up with 100% resist, which I don't think is a thing that can happen. Shucks. That's the girl who was the friend of Reagan. Shh. Uh-oh, I mean, friends with Goneril. No, they're not friends anymore. Oh, I'm so bad with politics. This room is not gonna be nice to me without rolling. Okay. Get away, balls of fury. Clearly, the Count of Monte Shockto. I feel like the other item, minus 25 life for 15 tokens, is like, dude, there's a sock snake in the vending machine and I really need it, and this is my only way I'm going to have enough tokens. Other than that, I can't see ever taking that upgrade. Not a fan of not being able to roll. Thank you for the chalk. We have a nice little collection of chalk for never having really ever purchased chalk items. Hopefully we don't choke and we actually get to use them. Okay, I'm failing hard at understanding the map. Okay, is this the boss? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna roll again. We're good. I think we got it. Alright, and we want to go to the other machine. Is this an anti-potato rant? I think we heard that before. What? I could have sworn we got at least one more token. Alright, let's... Maybe we can, like, dodge one of the boss's attacks and get a token out of it. What on earth? Okay. It's... I thought I'd seen everything. We have a Macy's Thanksgiving Parade Cordy balloon. Oh. Honestly, the biggest problem here so far is the speed. Like, it's just kind of fast. So if you destroy the orbitals, they don't go off in the tornadoes. I would say this boss is about on par with Big Bird. Defeat a buoyant double after killing 3 frosty doubles. Okay. I guess we did it. The float walk is the highlight of the summer merriment. Throughout the spring, 24 teams of students are tasked with stitching together swatches of canvas into random curved patterns. The night before the merriment begins, blindfolded volunteers have to assemble the various submissions together into a giant balloon. No one knows what the end result will look like until the balloon is inflated and paraded around the school by the student body. No one knows how one of the balloons managed to get reinflated out in the terrace, and no one remembers any of the balloons looking so much like Cordy. Then again, even before the defeat of Goneril and Regan, the house seemed to take a special interest in her. We'll have to see what that new lesson is next time. Okay, unfortunately, I don't think we got any coins, and I don't know how to check. That's unfortunate. We're low on coins, so we're not going well stocked. And gluttonous is always a good choice. It's okay. So one thing I haven't been doing is, I said before, like, if you don't... I hate this item. If you don't buy an item out of the vending machine, it could show up in the champion spawn pool. So if there's a cheap item that you don't really like, maybe it is a good idea to buy it, just so you get, you know... You're gonna have to get it anyway. Alright, full health. Trying to take him out with bricks, but it didn't quite work. Oh, we got a ghost. We gotta pay attention to him. Not sure how I got out of that. He went this way. Oh, I was like trying to follow him. Oh well. I guess we're facing the boss. So we're supposed to let him absorb spores or something to get the achievement. Like what? How does he absorb them? I think it's best to just destroy him, I don't know. Otherwise, they're gonna shoot at you. Taking damage that I do not want to take. Yeah, I didn't want this fight to take too long, so I wasted some chalk. This guy is buff with a capital B, I gotta say. He's just... has a lot of life. Just so joyful, he's got a lot of life in him. Okay, I was trying to follow the ghost, and I failed, and I went to the boss room. So he went somewhere this way. There he is. Okay. Let's follow him back here. Okay, he went back again. Alright. Kind of late for this, but I don't want to take the cabinet this time. Or the giant doors. So we're gonna go with the interest. Eventually that ghost is going to walk into a wall. One of these days. Not today, though. So we probably went up here. Can you hit him? Okay. This guy's leading us on quite the chase, I gotta say. And off he goes again. And there he goes. I don't think I've ever seen him go quite this far out of his way to walk into a wall. Wall, please. Nope. I feel like he's just gonna keep going back and forth until we hit a dead end. Getting a little tired of his crap, not gonna lie. Wall, please. Oh my gosh. Hopefully we get something good out of following him. Wait. He's not here. Not a huge fan of any of this. The pinwheel one might be good, but we have so much range anyway that, I mean, come on. We don't really need it. So I'm guessing he went way up and around here, because that's the only explanation. Okay. Sure, there's a very graceful way to go about this, but... Okay, this is good for us. Our flames are going to be buffed up because of Regan's Purse. And the flames are probably... Where did he go? Did we lose him? And where in the world is Carmen Sandiego while we're at it? So he just went into what, one of these random rooms? Alright. We'll take a cursory glance, since we need to get that juice box anyway, and hope we run into him. Can't say I've ever just lost him before. Huh, well, unfortunately, we lost the ghost. At least I lost the ghost. Maybe you guys saw where he went. Alright. Seems like we got here awfully quickly. I wish I had more floors to prepare. Alright. I don't feel particularly strong. I feel okay, but not like we got this. In fact, I'm feeling downright weak right now, my goodness. But, you know, we've been in worse positions and we've come out of it. We gotta avoid taking damage. Like, we don't have infinite juice boxes. Alright. Gonna take that. So we're gonna wait on the bug collection. We're gonna try to level up naturally. I'm not sure how close we are to that. But if it can be done, we don't want to waste any XP we've been building towards it. Nothing in here. We might buy juice boxes too. With all this fat loot we're getting. No. Ow. Pain. Once you get to this point of the game, taking damage is a lot more serious, because you're not going to be able to really restock anymore before long. believe we get one more machine on the next floor too. Because this floor is not the administrator. This floor is let's see, we fought Specialist Fenwick, Dr. Bloodfather, and I think Better Cordy. Alright. I'm gonna go with that, and if I can be smart when I get low on health, I'll try to ration our juice box use so we can get that 30% damage bonus. We already have a lot of health from stacking it with our ability. So now's when we take the bug collection. And I'm gonna take... Oh, there's a... Okay, I can't afford it though. Oh, I wish I would have known that before glugging the juice boxes. So this is going to... Let's go with Atlas Glugged. That's the boss. I'm gonna explore the rest of the floor. I think generally more damage is better than attack speed. If it was plus 10 damage or 20% attack speed, I'd go with the attack speed. But once we start drinking these juice boxes, Atlas Glugged is going to outperform, I think. A lot of parkour guys are coming after me. Okay. Whew. Need to be more patient. When I go into this boss right now, definitely gonna go in with a mindset of being a little bit more patient. Like, he might not go down as quickly as I want him to, but I can't let that stop me from getting discouraged and trying to rush it. Right? Okay. Can we redeem ourselves? There's so many bouncy balls. It's just grotesque. Take care of the puppets first, then you can worry about him. I don't know why it got so dark. I don't think we can kill the green ones. As much as I want to focus fire on him, we really have to kill the puppets. Because we can't dodge this many bouncy balls. He's just not going down as fast as I want him to. So we should have our 30% like bonus thing going now. Okay, I'm using a box. I don't want a repeat of last time. Part of it, too, is I'm very tempted to stand still so I can get my double shot, but I can't just let stuff hit me either. Will you please die? Thank you. That went so much better. I can't even begin to say how much better that went. Still not happy about the amount of damage we took, but at least I didn't get just totally owned. Okay. We are on the administrator floor. I think the administrator is an easier boss than Specialist Fenwick. I think my two least favorite bosses in the game are the Clock, as you may have heard, and Fenwick now. Not sure how I got out of that. Oh, jeez. Too much stuff in this room. Too much going on. I'm gonna try to stay somewhat low health, because I want my bonus damage to activate. And the reason I prioritize damage upgrades so much more than health and things like that is having extra health does not mean anything if you can't take your opponent down in an expedient manner. Because you're just going to take damage after damage after damage, and you can't win the game by being a punching bag, basically. So the sharper teeth you have, the better. What a jerk. Alright, that is just a trap room. It's hard to see if there's tokens on the ground sometimes. There's another nightmare room. I think we have to take the same approach where we just gotta keep being patient. Whew. It's not easy being patient when one room destroys you that much. Would have been nice if we didn't lose that ghost on the previous floor. Maybe we could have gotten some bonus juice boxes out of him or something. This is a floor where I might not want to keep exploring after I found the vending machine. I cannot hit this gentleman. Okay. Alright. Oh. Okay. This is actually a tough choice for once. The fragile glassware, the only reason it's not completely overpowered is because it breaks, but getting it this late in the game might give us a huge advantage. But, we're not getting it unless we get our juice boxes. I can't justify it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep going until I level up. Oh my gosh. Don't roll onto traps. That should be something I don't have to tell myself, but I guess I was wrong about that. Alright, we're just gonna max out juice boxes and hope for the best. Here we go. Okay. So the flames are actually pretty decent against him, because, you know... I wasn't even trying to hit those. You jerks. You need to die. Okay. One more. All right. We're gonna have one more portal session. Jeez, okay, I got out of it just to get hit twice. Yep, that's me. Oh boy. So this is why dodge and resist are very important to get, because unless you're an absolute god, you're gonna get hit. Like, you can avoid as much as you want, but it's gonna happen eventually. Alright. Did we level up from that? No, we didn't. And I know we can't buy anything from... Oh, wait. Not enough for the glassware, which would have been great against the final boss, but enough for one more juice box. Let's take one right now. Alright. Moment of truth. Alright. Gonna do my best. I liked when he wasn't doing anything there for a bit. Alright, keep walking. Once it gets a little lower, that's when I'm going to unload the chalk. What happened? Okay, so he starts teleporting and doing things I'm not a fan of. Alright, so he summons basically whatever he wants from the game. It's not time to use the chalk yet. It's like the Revolutionary War, where you don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes. What is going on with that? Alright, after his next teleport, that's when we're going to hit him with the chalk. Okay. Once we see him again. Alright, hopefully that's enough. Okay, don't purposely get hit. Don't choke. You almost got him, man. Almost got him. You just have to not choke. Oh, baby. Hard mode. Nice. That's... Alright, so we have a scene here that looks like Agent Smith from The Matrix, where Neo is bashing them in the head with like a parking pole with a piece of cement on the end of it, and he just keeps replicating. As the paper creature dissolved around her, Cordy found herself walking back through the library. She was no longer in control of her actions. There was a crowd surging through bookcases towards the staircase, hundreds of Cordys stepping carefully over the scattered books and papers that covered the floor. They streamed in from each of the floors, covered in bramble from the terraces, and stained from the kitchens, descending towards the entrance. Not one of them spoke. As she reached the giant door, she could see that they had ripped down the gate. They were spreading across the countryside, more than they could have ever possibly fit in the school, and still more behind her. The voices she heard seemed to be coming from somewhere else. Someone was laughing, in a kind of choking and repetitive way, almost like crying. Hold him, and test this, and it's over. But the laughing person couldn't stop. So I'm trying to make sense of the story, and I'm kind of coming up with a blank here. It almost seems like there was like an experiment going on, and he kept creating Cordys until he managed to beat whatever, you know, interdimensional deity was actually posing as the orphanage. My best guess, this is probably wrong, and I should probably look this up so I can understand it a little bit better. But my best guess right now is that the orphanage, it's not really an orphanage, it's some sort of being. And it's hiding here, like on Earth, as an orphanage and functioning as an orphanage. Some other super powerful being that it's at war with, I guess, found it and is attacking it by sending Cordys over and over and over again until Cordy succeeds. That's my best guess. Alright, as far as I'm concerned, we've beaten the game. So I guess that's gonna do it.